So you're doing your thing. Every day you're putting aside some time to sharpen your blade, to hone your craft. You're operating on another level with the quadrillionaire get into game dev grind set. End of the day comes and you're tired. You want to kick back and watch a movie, but not just any movie will do. You want a good movie. Noroi, The Curse, is a Japanese horror film directed by Kōji Shiraishi in 2005. The film stars Rio Kanno as a little kid, Jin Muraki as a psychic investigator, Marika Matsumoto as a woman with psychic powers who gets disturbed, and Satoru Jitsunashi as a guy with psychic powers who gets disturbed, among others. I describe this film as found footage cosmic horror. Japanese filmmakers do horror more convincingly than a lot of other films I've seen. A lot of American cinema, a lot of Western cinema, the ghost comes up and hey, they're going to spook you? Maybe. They're also going to deliver a 100-page thesis on how they've been wronged in their life and why they are a ghost and etc. etc. Hey, speaking personally, if a ghost has to deliver a 100-page thesis on their backstory, they're not a ghost. They're a person in a mask. Fact of the matter is, Japanese films, they do that whole thing of like, hey dude, it's a ghost. There's no reason for it, right? You know what I mean? The world, the space of ghosts is not homeomorphic to the space of humans. You get that? Why don't people just learn basic topology? Like, conversation becomes a lot clearer. Anyway, point is, this is a good film. And talking about this film is difficult because it's good, okay? I could throw up all the best parts. There are lots of best parts, but then you'd miss it, right? I was strongly considering just making a 30-second clip of like, this is the film, watch it, and that was it. But I won't. I'll leave that point there and we'll continue. Okay. So, something you'll notice about this film is the style is like found footage, but then at the same time they'll mix in a lot of Japanese television segments, or at least segments which are shot. They pretend, but they're shot in like a fake Japanese television style.
全国から選ばれた10人のエスパー小学生が今その力を発揮する。
みんなちょっと緊張してるようですね。
これやっぱ大人だと自分の意識が働いちゃうわけでしょ。
ここだよ。ここに集中してみて。そしてフィルムケースの中の紙を強くイメージするの。そうするとね、ふわって浮かんでくるから。
このケースの中の紙に何が書かれているかは私も広津さんも知らされていません。
You know what I mean? A lot of people have said, hey, this is like jarring, but I found it to be massively palate cleansing, and it's actually like one of my favorite parts of the film is it is genuinely terrifying, and the Japanese TV segments are genuinely good and hilarious and funny.
できました。
VTR があるの？
もうはいあります。
じゃあ皆さんその VTR をね、ぜひ見ない方向で。見ない方向で。見ない
のこんな感じですよもう。
このリアクション何ですか？
はい、最強の霊能者と言われる方の VTR です。どうぞ。どうも高木マリアです。今日はこちらにですね、最強の霊能者がいるということで早速行ってみたいと思います。一体どんなお宅なのでしょうか。楽しみです。お隣に住んでいる方が最強の霊能者だという噂は本当ですか？
霊能者っていうか、ただのですよ。何度かゴミのこととかで何度か顔は出したんですけど、はい。ただのどうしようもないです。
そうです。
So take that for what it is and just go in there and have fun. Now, from what I've seen about this film, people say, is it the most disturbing movie in the world? Probably not, right? I could put my reading glasses on and I could sit down and I could analyze every scene, and I can say objectively XYZ did a scene which was scarier than this on the metric of scariness. This is more disturbing, this is less disturbing. That kind of ruins the fun though, doesn't it? What I will say, those movies that you watched which were really disturbing and more disturbing than Noroi, do you like them? Do you remember them? Do you want to watch them again? Noroi, The Curse, is the most disturbing film that you will enjoy and want to watch again. Okay, it's got a lot of heart, got a lot of soul, a few goofs, a few gaffes, right? And what really makes it stand out is the incredible physical performances of the actors in the film. There's one scene in particular with the girl, Marika Matsumoto. I won't put it in because that would spoil it. You have to watch the film and just see it for yourself. But there's this, I'll describe it at least, and when you watch the film you know what I'm talking about. There's this scene where she runs into the woods and she gets possessed by ghosts and starts rolling around. And then she's lying on the ground, and the cameraman, because this is a found footage film, the cameraman who is with her kind of shakes her awake and she snaps back. And her reaction when she snaps back from being possessed is otherworldly. It's just insane. So yeah, watch that film is the long short of the story. So that's step number 1 of the rabbit hole. Step number 2 of the rabbit hole, Marika Matsumoto. Milady. I watched that film and I saw that scene, and I thought it was that convinced me to get on IMDb and check out her other stuff, right? I found that she's actually pretty mainstream. She did a lot of voice acting. She was in the Japanese Final Fantasy. And, among other things, she was in a Japanese television show called Yokai Sharehouse, Monster Sharehouse. Imagine that, a sharehouse full of monsters. Hey, it's the 21st century, we can live with it. Yokai Sharehouse is just like a lot of fun. Chuck the clip up. And Marika Matsumoto even has a little throwback to her role in Noroi.
本気で愛した男に裏切られた女のすることはただ一つ。呪い。
As well as the whole series is just full of little nods to Japanese horror cinema. It's great. Let me just chuck the intro up. You see that? You want to watch that? See, it's all about fun, right? You got these professional graphic designers, they'd be like, "Hello, my name is Hans. If you don't use Adobe products, don't even bother. Where did you learn to edit? The Toilet Academy? I make the best edits in the world, yeah." And then you got these other dudes, they'd be like, "Aye, yo, so we got this girl. She's a ghost, dude. She's a ghost. Gotta have the smoke in the layers. Yeah. Yo, you got spooked." Anyway, so that's a little dive into Noroi, The Curse. If you have the time, I strongly recommend you check out the film. I can't think of a strong ending, so just go watch it, okay? Bye.